I'm so confident that I'm unstoppable today.
Yeah, hi everybody. Today is the D-Day. The day we have been working for the past 3 months in preparation for the stocking of N2 in Petrus farms. All this while for the past 3 months we have been working day and night. Now we are going to inspect the pen, the Chicken Republic, where they're going to our farms where they're going to stay. So my colleagues normally call it a Chicken Hotel or Chicken Republic. So we are going to inspect the Chicken Republic and see how ready we are to welcome the birds. Let's go and see the Chicken Republic. For here on Biosecurity protocol, we need to change our footwear and take a footwear that is meant for the pen and then sanitize our leg. Thank you. This is our able pen supervisor. So, lead us to your pen.
Welcome to our Chicken Republic, the Chicken Hotel. For you all to see. So, as you can see, we've cleaned the whole place. There are cells. We have 3 rooms here, about 1,220 cells per tier. So, meaning 1, 2, 3, we're having 360 cells by the right and 60 cells by the left. So, each row, we are having 720 cells per row. Now, we are having 3 rows, row 1, row 2, row 3. So, if we combine, we are having about 1,120 cells in this pen. So this pen is designed to accommodate 2,000 plus beds. So we are already prepared. Now we can see the cells are slightly open. We are left as well. This is done to enable those to stop the beds, easily put the beds inside because it is closed. The beds is closed to really become after carrying beds you want to complete. When both hands are occupied, you cannot. So it's better cells and for their water, we've already flushed the water lines. Reason being that we want to ensure that the water lines are free of any microorganisms or environment. So we flush them before the birds will arrive again. So that this evening, what we do is to ensure that we flush the water to ensure that everything the birds are taking is actually free of microbes. You can see we've tested the nipples. They are all joined to ensure that once the birds get access to clean water, get access to So over here, if you look, you can see the water gauge. So it enables the attendants or the supervisor or whoever comes in to know that yes, there is water in each water line in order for us to know that the birds are having access to water or not. So that if this ball, for example, if I'm flushing this ball, then let me go down. So if I should come and I'm not seeing any ball, any pressure gauge, then I know that yes, there is no water. At this point, I will either check at the source or to check if someone was at the turn of this. Then I'll switch it on. Now, we can see the fans. This is the temperature. Unlike the temperature that we know that in school. And in this region, we get temperature up to 35 to 34 degrees Celsius. And the thermometer zones for these beds are 20 to 25 degrees Celsius. So I'm going to say 20, 18 to 24 degrees Celsius. So imagine where the bed is supposed to be comfortable, whereby the heat production and heat loss is supposed to be balanced 20 to 25, and we are having temperature above that. Therefore, the best reports observing heat stress. So for that reason, at lectures, we ensure that we have these industrial plants to regulate the environmental temperature inside, because the external environment and the internal tends to what interact. So when the temperature outside is high, the temperature inside is also high. The birds also produce their own body heat. So all these contribute to the environmental temperature of the internal thing. So these extractor fans here, this extra fans here are the level regulates the internal temperature of the pen, so as to ensure that, well, like we say, our chicken hotel, let's hotel, we want our best to be comfortable. If you go to a standard hotel, this is 5-star hotel, even more than 5-star, if you go to that such a place, you know that everything you want should be available in that hotel. So we don't want our guests to come here, living wherever they are, coming to this place, feeling stressed, we want them to be comfortable so that they can do this maximum. Because now, as you can see, we don't have any food here. We want them, when they arrive, to wait to introduce you to them. We are not putting here to wait for them. Sometimes we actually might drop it on the back. You can start practicing. We tend to do about twice a day once they come. So once they arrive, we ensure that after taking water, multivitamin and anti-stress, then introduce food to them. So
I can see that you are cooking. Like how many days have you expected to have?
about 40,000. Nice. You want to consume them parts to easily happen to something. So you don't want to stress the guests, break it up in the parts. It's you want to break it parts to some thousand guests.
Yeah, I'm still and I don't like one. What else?
We tend to have this fly infestation. So adding this sawdust here, it enables us to reduce good moisture from their litter. Now, say a bed produces about 100 grams of water. This is a day. So imagine that it comes with moisture also. So this reduces what the moisture so as to prevent flies from proliferating, from laying their eggs to hatch, because it takes about 2, 3, and 4 days for the eggs of these flies to hatch. So that so that when it releases the moisture, because then it's prepared for the moisture to survive, just as you continue to this sawdust draining the water out of it makes the environment uncomfortable for eggs to hatch. Now, as for the charcoal, we know we read about activated charcoal. Charcoal is good because it cleans the environment. So we are using the charcoal to prevent smells from the environment, so that it will not produce the gas. It will produce less in the waters and mosquitoes. So we are environmentally in this particular just
They are using here. The bottom.
so these are linked like I don't know for this one. I've seen a bigger one elsewhere, but yes, this is suited because I tend to observe that these birds, these other light white bulbs, they are not sensitive to it. If you should put it like this one, they're not really sensitive. So these ones enables them to feel even at night, to provide this additional light for them, so that it will be for the layers understanding it's 16 hours light now. So without this daylight, and in Nigeria you have this basically 12 hours and 12 hours 20 minutes. So that would be to provide this light and ensure that it's like light, just as there is light for hoteliers. So we want our guests to enjoy the maximum.